upcoming spring anime in 2022 because nobody has made a video about it yet. Let's go. So starting off with Rising of a Shield Hero Season 2, and a lot of you are probably familiar with this anime, so I won't go into too much detail, but for those of you who don't know what it is a show about Naofumi who gets reincarnated as the Shield Hero, and the Shield Hero is the most despised of all the 4 heroes who are summoned to the kingdom. In the first season, he is exiled completely for a crime he didn't commit and has to claw his way through a world that absolutely hates him, and it's an absolutely great watch, or it was an absolutely great watch, and I'm really looking forward to Season 2 now. Next up we have Love is War Season 3. Definite watch, very excited for this one as well since I've read the manga and know what is going to happen, but no spoilers from me. And if you don't know what Love is War is, then I'm afraid you've been living under a rock, so there's no helping you, so let's move on to the next anime. Next on the list is Rike ga koi ni ochita no de shomei shitemasu. It'll be up on screen. I haven't even watched the first season of this, but I saw the poster and I just knew I had to watch it. So the poster looks a bit like Watakoi or Koi to Yobo wa Kimochi Warui. I am so sorry for the pronunciations. And I love those shows, so I'm going to pick this one up too. Definitely worth a watch if you like romance anime. That's at least my opinion. So yeah, I'll definitely watch season 1 until season 2 comes out and see how it works out. After that, we have Kawaii, Dake, Nai Shikimori-San. The description on my anime list for this one reads, Shikimori seems like the perfect girlfriend. Cute, fun to be around, sweet when she wants to be, but she has a cool dark side that comes out under the right circumstances, and her boyfriend Izumi loves to be around when that happens. I like romance anime, as you can see in my other videos, so it's an obvious choice. Next up, Tomodachi Game. This is an anime about a poor high schooler who promises to go on a class field trip with his friends. But after he gives his 2 friends who are collecting the money for the trip from everyone his fee, it gets lost, and the blame is quickly placed on his 2 friends. They are then kidnapped and find themselves in a mysterious place where a character from a cancelled television show forces them to play dangerous games which depend on the friends trusting each other. The concept sounds very interesting, so I'm excited to see what they're going to be doing with this. I'm definitely going to try watching the first 2 or 3 episodes, and if it looks great, then I'm absolutely going to watch that through. I think it has promise. Anyway, I digress. Next up, we have Yusha Yamemasu, and yup, here's my isekai pick. Yusha Yamemasu is a story about a hero who defeats the demon army but becomes too powerful to be tolerated by other humans, and as such he is exiled. He then decides to join the Shattered Demon King's army and learns of the reason why they invaded in the first place. I want to watch this anime because I like the whole isekai revenge concept and it's very satisfying as a whole. And another thing that really sounds interesting is the concept. I think a lot of isekais have been coming out with really interesting concepts lately, and this is just one of the really interesting concepts, so I really want to watch this one, see how it pans out. And now finally, there are also 2 anime which I'm not quite sure about watching yet. Let me just tell you about those 2. The first one is Aharen-san wa Hakarenai, a story about a girl who has no sense of personal space or distance, who is misunderstood by everyone. Only her ferocious looking classmate tries to understand her and unintentionally becomes her best friend. This anime could be really cute and great, but I'm worried that it might just be a bit boring just because of the fact that these shows often tend to prioritize like the cuteness of the characters over the actual story plot, and that's just bad. The second one is Heroine Tarumono Kirawa Heroine no Naisho Oshigoto. Sorry, this is a fucking tongue twister. The second one is Heroine Tarumono. The rest of it will be up on screen since I failed countless times at actually pronouncing it. A story about Hiyori Suzumi, who goes to Tokyo in order to chase her passion of running track and field. She then goes on to search for a part-time job, and gets hired as the manager for a few of her classmates who are in an idol group. Once again, this concept sounds nice and entertaining, but it could be a dead end, since it might end up becoming stale and focus more on the characters rather than the actual story. Which is not a bad thing sometimes, but it just can become rather boring. Anyway, that's the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, please do consider liking and subscribing. That would be absolutely fantastic. It would mean a lot to me, and also share it with your friends if you feel like there's anything you need to share with them, like how great this channel is and how they should definitely subscribe to me. Do it now. Anyway, yeah, that's about it. Goodbye and see you next time. Hopefully.